Today we are discussing Zoom meeting etiquettes. COVID-19 pandemic has taught us how to do meetings from the comfort of our home, and this is becoming incredibly popular day by day. I am one of the people who does Zoom meetings every alternative day, but I see a lot of people they are missing some etiquettes. If you are the one who also feel the same way, next time somebody misses it, you send them this video. My name is Shammy, welcome to my channel, and without further ado, let's dive in. Tip number 1, video and audio. Video is crucial in building trust and engagement. If you don't know how I look like, who I am, what I'm wearing, how my body language is, what is my facial expression, you will not be able to really engage with myself. Imagine this video without this video, just audio. Zoom meeting is not so different. So next time you join a Zoom meeting, switch on the video unless you have a really distracting situation, and if you are not being able to switch on the video, make a small apology. I'm sorry I'm unable to switch on this video today, but I look forward to the next meeting so that you can also see me. Tip number 2 is test your video and audio before the meeting. You can go to zoom.us/test to test your video and audio before the meeting, so you exactly know what your frame will look like, what will audio look like, sound like. So next, when you join the meeting, your colleagues does not feel that you are wasting their time. Tip number 3 is look at the camera. When we are in a Zoom meeting and we have our video on and we stare at ourselves to appreciate how great we are looking in this video, but no, you should not look at the screen, you should look at the lens, because the other people, other participants, they are seeing you through the lens. If you're looking at the lens, you will feel like, they will feel like you are talking to them. Tip number 4 is when possible, try to use a good quality camera and a headset. Sometimes it's not possible for us to upgrade to a good quality camera and a headset just for a Zoom meeting. In that case, if you're a regular user, you can upgrade to a better laptop to have a good quality camera, at the same time a good laptop and a headset. Tip number 5 is adjust your camera. Adjusting your camera is super important, otherwise half of your head will not be visible, or you will have too much of headroom for the other people and your face will not be visible. When we do a Zoom meeting, our screen is very important. We have a tiny screen and our face should be there because we have so much of facial expressions during a meeting. Tip number 6 is the light. The light should come behind your screen, not behind you. If your light is coming behind you, your face will not be visible. But if your light coming is from behind your screen, your face will be lit up and other people can see you clearly. Tip number 7 is test your internet connection before the meeting. A poor internet connection may ruin the mood of other attendees. Tip number 8 is stay on mute if you are not talking. Sometimes we are in a meeting and we hear a barking dogs or a child crying or slamming the door. It's not nice for other people to hear them. If you are not talking and you have a distractive environment, keep yourself muted. Tip number 9 is don't eat during the meeting. It can be gross for other people to see someone chewing or eating. So unless you really have to do that, and if you really have to do that, switch off the camera, apologize to the other attendees via message, and you can keep eating yourself, but try not to eat when you are talking. Tip number 10 is don't multitask. It's a meeting, pay attention. Sometimes we think they are not able to see us what we are doing in our laptop, but it's a meeting, you can pay attention, and once you finish the meeting, you can go ahead and do other things if you feel like. Tip number 11 is join the meeting on time. Sometimes we are stuck in a traffic jam and we can't attend the meeting or physical meeting on time, but there is no such excuse for a Zoom meeting. You are attending a meeting from the comfort of your home. Sometimes we're on the road, we're in a car, still we can attend the meeting. So join the meeting on time. If you keep forgetting the meeting timing, how about you keep a reminder or a calendar to yourself and you put notification. I put notification 10 minutes earlier, 30 minutes earlier, one day earlier if the meeting is super important, so I don't miss the meeting. And I am one of the first attendees, and I have learned in a very hard way. My teacher, they told me join the meeting on time, because I am also putting an effort to join the meeting on time. So why don't you respect me? If you don't respect me in future, I will not respect you. If you want it, if you want the respect, join the meeting on time. Tip number 12. Refrain from private behavior. If you're scratching your armpit and you're plucking your nose, it can be gross out to other people. It can be tempting, but sometimes we do a lot of private matters and we forget that the camera is on. And during COVID, a lot of people were caught doing so many other stuffs, and let's not discuss about all those, but try to refrain from any kind of private behavior when you are a meeting. Tip number 13, consider your environment. If you have a dirty clothes piled up behind you, if you have an untidy bed, it's not nice for other people to see your dirty background. Zoom offers virtual background, Zoom offers a blur background. If you have such instead, try to put a nice environment. For instance, I have put a lot of plants around me so that when you are looking at the screen, your eyes can be a little soothing. And if you don't have plants, no problem, you can go and like sit in front of a blank wall, or you can sit in front of a curtain, even if your house looks dirty. But it's always nice to have a nice, clean, organized environment to be more productive. If you want us to make more productive videos, we can make in future. Let us know in the comments below. And the next tip is make sure you introduce everyone in the meeting. Just like a physical meeting, you have to introduce everybody before the meeting and explain a little bit who they are, what their role is, and why they are here in this meeting. So when other people are also talking, they know exactly what needs to be mentioned and what can be avoided. For instance, the IT department is not here. You don't have to discuss IT thing because the department is not here. You can stop talking about IT and you can talk about management because all the management people are there. If the finance team is not there, you don't have to discuss about the finance. But it's always important to bring all the departments in the same meeting, so you don't have to do any other meeting and you can finish your meeting in just one meeting. The next tip is eliminate all the distractions from the agenda. It is tempting to discuss so many things, but when we are calling for a meeting, we are calling for different departments. But if we can focus on an agenda and we can eliminate all the distraction, we can have a fruitful meeting in just 30 minutes instead of 5 hours. I have been to several meetings and we are always having so many distractions and are not discussing the agenda, and I feel like I came here because I wanted to discuss this and I could not discuss this, and I felt they did not respect my timing. And I have heard the similar reactions from many other participants around the world in my life. And it's just not for Zoom meetings, it is for any meeting. It is generally a meeting etiquette that we always focus on the agenda. Once your agenda discussion is over, you still have some time, you may discuss other points. The next tip is learn what you can do to manage participants. In Zoom, there are a lot of participants actions, and if you need to put other people, for instance, you have a management team, you have a finance team, you have IT team, and everybody does not necessarily need to be in one meeting. So once we start briefing and then we go to different rooms, so you can create breakout rooms and you can put them to different breakout rooms so they can discuss the same thing. Maybe you can put the breakout room for 10 minutes. Once they discuss for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever time they need, they can come back to the main room and discuss what they discussed in their room. And this way we can have a win-win situation and we can manage a lot of time and the participants. Also, sometimes these days we have Zoom bombers, and they find meetings online and then just come and they bomb the meeting. So to avoid that, you can have like meeting controls. For instance, you are not allowing other participants to unmute themselves and talking. And what you can do, you can give co-host access to some other people, and you can request them to unmute themselves when they need to speak. This way you can avoid so many other things. So if you don't know how to do that, you can let us know and we will make videos in the future. And the next point is the host should be the one to leave the meeting last. Also, the host should be the one to arrive first, because when you are doing a meeting, you have to be there early so you can receive all the participants or the guests, and you have to be there until everybody leaves. Just like a physical meeting, Zoom is also the same. You have to be there early, you have to welcome everybody, so all your participants, they feel like you are welcomed and they are welcomed and they are well attended. And this was our top 17 tips, but we have a bonus for you, and that is respect. Respect is something, it is all important throughout your life, not just Zoom meetings, not just any particular platform. Respect is needed for everything. If you are attending a meeting, or if you are joining a meeting, if you are hosting a meeting, you have to respect everybody, the host, the other participants, yourself, your timing, the Zoom, the agenda, the room, or any other people involved around your life. So always keep in mind, if you are respectful to other people, you will be able to manage so many things without even thinking about it. So thank you for watching our video. Let us know in the comments below what you think of it, and if you have some other tips that we didn't cover, also let us know in the comments below. Thank you. See you in the next video.